Hey, what's up, people? How's it going there? Hope all's well. All right, today, I was digging through some of the footage I have, and here's some video footage of me painting different things from back in my past. Some of it goes back 35, 10 years or something like that. One of them, I have a brace on my leg. Like I said, I tore my Achilles heel. You'll see I have the crutches behind me. It's when I'm painting a demon. I think it's on an FDR sign or something like that. Definitely a highway sign. It's green and white like this one. Yeah. It's kind of demon. He's kind of pink. One eye's open, one eye's closed. If you look at my leg, I have a brace on it. You'll also see crutches in the background behind the painting. You'll see crutches that I was using. And that's probably when I tore my Achilles heel. Like that goes back so far. That's the injury I was recovering from. Like I said, when Skay got in touch with me coming in from Florida with Neo and that woman. And when I couldn't hop around too much because I just got a brace taken off, it's like a boot. But that thing goes up pretty far, so I don't remember the injury. I'm only assuming. I've had a lot of injuries in my life. You ever see me in a wheelchair, man? Shit, yeah. Yeah, I'm good. I'm like Tony Hawk in a fucking wheelchair. Evil Knievel. I did a video on that. I'm jumping around doing wheelies on it, right? Yeah, I'm good. I was in a lot of wheelchairs throughout my life. But yeah, that was pretty interesting. I'm also doing Rodney Dangerfield. I'm painting Rodney Dangerfield. And fuck, I forgot. A little bulldog, a French bulldog. Uh, a monkey, the first monkey shot into space. A monkey with like an astronaut helmet on, but like he's gone up too far, so like blood is starting to come out from his eyes, his nose, and his mouth. And he's got the helmet on. And, yeah, you can see when I'm painting that in particular. Technically, I'm using a marker on that when I'm using the white. But you look, man, I'm fucking precise, man. Yeah, not only am I like a mongoose in the streets, man. Yeah, I'm like a fucking precise. I'm like a machine when it comes to doing shit like that. But you got to realize too, I've been painting my whole life. A lot of people want, oh, Rob, it's that they just think of me as someone who runs around just like most people just think I do tags all over the place. Like people that have heard of me, they just saw RD tags. They don't realize I'm very well versed in the arts. Like even, you want to put it this way? You look at all these top dog dudes that you could think of that say, "Oh, they did this and the kings of that, this and that." What they do? They run around doing a bunch of little fill-ins, man. You see me? I'm doing fucking throughout my life. I've done blockbusters. I've done big demons breaking through fucking blockbusters. I've done some wild style pieces, something I consider wild style. I mixed it up, man. I didn't just stick to one little thing. Although I did dominate with tags, they were easy. I was always in beef and war with the whole city. So what choice I have? If I did something like I've put on here, if I've done a bubble letter, just with a couple of colors in it, they come from all five boroughs to cross that shit out. The one with TK, you got Chino over, you got SP, you got OD, BTS, SP, and all. They motherfucking Queens, Brooklyn, they fly to that shit like flies to shit. Yeah, but yeah, you'll see that, so why bother doing something like that? Not that I give a fuck. And truthfully, man, I really was balls out. Like, as far as it goes with pictures, I'm like, fuck that, man. Let's do another one tomorrow. Like, yeah, I really wasn't out there copping pictures like I should have been or like other people do. But yeah, that's funny. I never gave a fuck like that. Like, as I've said before, it was always just a game to me. And even, I was talking about last time with JA. When he moved to California, I stopped crossing him out. There was no competition there. I figured I'll wait till he comes back. If he comes back and keeps crossing me out, then I'll keep crossing him out. And bigger and shit, he came back on vacation. He climbed up, I think, on the Manhattan Bridge. Yeah, on the Manhattan Bridge where I had that building crossed. I did it with Baron. And D3 went up there later on with High Five. It has the Amuse. No, not Amuse. Fucking with the other idiot, man. Amaze. It has Amaze and Espo. Yeah, Espo and the Minis. and the RD's down below. And Jay went up there. He crossed out that I think everything, everything except for getting high five. That's, XTC or whatever, or at least he's affiliated with them. But yeah, I think he got everyone, including Espo, Amaze, everything. But definitely me. I definitely, yeah. But yeah, he just came back for like a weekend or something. But I still didn't fuck. I mean, it wasn't up like that. He had a lot of beef too. People crossed his shit out. I would, yeah, whatever. But yeah, man, what else is there? So yeah, I was out there like that, but I also had a little flair. Like none of those people were doing shit like that, like pieces of blockbusters and like the whole sides of train stations, like abandoned train stations. Just I'm gonna do stompers, man. You really, 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 really think about that shit. I'm like the fucking godfather. The godfather of stompers in the streets. Yeah, before anyone, I was out there doing big, big shit. There's no one out there. Like when I did that shit that was from the heliport facing Roosevelt Island on the East River, that shit was like 17, 18 feet tall. It was a whole city block. I've done shit like that a few times in my life before any of these people were doing stuff like that. That's even before Saber, because in California, which that was big, a lot larger. Matter of fact, my RD was probably the size of his ass. So, but yeah, in New York, man, I definitely held that crown for a long time, straight on up. I mean, other than MQ, he was out there. He came out a little later, like when the trains died, and I had already done some of those things, like the heliport spot facing Roosevelt Island. And by the time he came out, then he was doing big shit too. So that was pretty cool to have someone else that was out there mixing it up like that. What else is there? Right, right, right. But yeah, you look at that. There wasn't many people out there doing shit like that, man. And big, huge stomper stuff. But also, not many of these people got the skills like that. Like I said, I painting pretty much my whole life, man. Like it's a pastime. It's something, especially like after my child was born, I'm painting every day pretty much. I mean, nothing else to do. You got to sit there and make sure the kid don't fall off something, or crack his head open or some shit, or fall out a window or something. So you got to sit there and attend to the child, And while I'm doing that, I'd sit there painting, and he'd be sitting next to me, I'd have him on my lap sometimes, and I'd be painting. So yeah, I'm pretty good at that. And you guys will be able to see some of the skills I have there. None of them are actually finished. And I was thinking about getting the finished products, like the Rodney Dangerfield complete and finished. And actually, all of them, I'd be able to do that. They're on my Instagrams if you look around. I don't know. Maybe I will do that at the end of everything. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm kind of busy. I'm not going to lie. Going on to this YouTube now. I mean, it's getting close to wrapping up the summer, but I've been doing so much on my Patreon, man. It's like, it really takes up all my time. Just when I come home and I'm downloading it and putting it together to put on my Patreon, it's like, yeah, I don't have time to really come on here with the YouTube people. It's like, your economy class, you cheap bastards. And they're up there. They get first dibs, I guess, or more of my attention. To be truthful, I'm honestly thinking about just turning this channel right here into just doing shorts in the street, or maybe every so often I'll go on with D3 or something like that. But just go live here and there or something because I honestly feel as if I reached my goal on here. But I did tell you guys that, I won't be the one to stop. Like, you guys will stop following me before I stop talking on here. So I will be a man of my word. But other than that, yeah, it's like I kind of proved my point here already. Like, there's been no one that's come out with anyone that was out there as long as me, and illegally, I'm talking illegally, that's been out there to stomp shit like me, and I've proved my point over and over again. When you guys are talking about people from like World War II and fucking Europe and shit like that, eternity and stuff, all that shit. That's when I know I'm good. You know, the only question is that Texino, what is it, the monarchies on the freight trains and shit like that with a little mean streak or a grease mark or whatever the hell you use with, the cowboy hat or the Mexican is another one. A couple of those guys that are like hobos or they actually mailed me the DVD once. Um, fuck, I can't believe I don't remember that shit. Benzino the Clown, Benzo, or something like that. Ah, shit, man. But yeah, they mailed me the DVD once, and I watched it. I was pretty impressed. But there's actually no proof that that was just one person. That looks like you look at me now. Even Bice was just telling me a little while ago. It's like Sammy D3 showed me this RD. Someone's writing 3 5. It's D, and he'll spell out TWO, like real whack shit. And he also writes RD and shit like that. And I think he met Bice once in the street, according to what Bice tells me. He met him and, hi, how you doing? Yeah, I write Bice. And before you know it, the guy's running around acting like he's went 357 and shit all over the place. But, I was telling Bice it's all fine and dandy until he gets caught doing that shit. I have a whole world of problems. So I'm like, fuck it, in a way that might work in my favor. Yeah, Bice, man, I tell you, he meets the craziest motherfuckers, man. Yeah, like this other guy. That's a whole episode in itself, man. For some reason, he's got like a magnet that just attracts fucking weirdos, man. Like, I don't know. No one else has these problems but him, man. These people. It's almost like poor Donald Trump and shit. How he picks up all these crazy fucking bitches. Try to throw them in jail and shit. Like, they got the cock eyes and shit. Yeah, that's how Vice is, man. I don't know, man. I love you, bro. We go way back, but yeah, man, your choice of friends is all fucked up, bro. I don't understand why you want to be friends with people anyway, man. Especially in New York City, man. Just keep to yourself, man. You want friends? Come hang out with me, man. I'm always around. Like I said, I love you, but yeah, that shit really tries my patience sometimes, man. Funny shit. Yeah, man. Anyway, what else was there? That's about it. Yeah, check out the video footage. This is something I put together. It's some old footage I found. I was trying to clean up space on my laptop. It's kind of falling apart at this point. The battery's dying quick. Remember when I first bought this? I actually bought this laptop off the money you guys gave me on my, what was it? Buy me a coffee. Yeah, enough of you guys bought me a coffee. I ran out and bought a laptop. Yeah, but I said I was going to try. And then I bought a couple of I bought a microphone, which I never use. I bought that microphone to, it's right there actually on the shelf. I bought it to video other writers and stuff. But once again, like the people that I was hanging out with, they're like, come on, Rob, I ain't going to sit there talking about this shit. Like they don't want to, like even Lace when he was around, he was sitting here next to me when I was doing a video once. The Hang Ten thing when I was like, Hang Ten's acting like, oh yeah, Lace took me under his wing and this and that. And Lace is like, I never even knew that dude. You can hear him in the background. I never met that fucking dude, man. Like I met him once or twice in my life. And it was when he beat up Brian, when Lace beat up Brian. Other than that, yeah, man. Like my friends, they don't really want to come on here and sit here talking like this. So, there's a few people out there. A couple of them and say, yeah, 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 yeah. And then, it's just phone call this, that, blah, blah, next weekend, this, that. And finally, I'm just like, fuck that. I got my pride and stuff. But I still got the microphone here. Anyone want to buy a microphone? But I should clip it on my thing because sometimes if I move from side to side, the voice gets fucked up on this thing. Right now, I'm just killing time. Take care of yourselves, people. Yeah, I'm doing Rodney Dangerfield here. There's a funny story. He used to live in the Pavilion on 78 off of York Avenue in front of John Jay Park. And when we were teenagers, we used to hang out in that park, make some noise. What happens is, he wouldn't call the cops. That dude would come down and be like, by himself. Rodney Dangerfield, no shit. For real. Mad cool dude, man. I actually smoked a joint with him once, sitting on the bench and shit. I remember D3 threw veal cutlet parmesan, I believe it was. Maybe eggplant parmesan hero at him. It's like, you got no respect, this guy. Because he used to come down to the park, you know, we were young, we were making a lot of noise and shit. I get it, you know, as an adult. And God rest the poor guy's soul and all, but he was a fucking trip, though. For real, like, dude, he ain't take no shit. Like, I remember, like, a motherfucker, he almost punch people in the face and shit. Like, he came down there, man, he'd be angry. Always with a beautiful fucking woman, too. Yeah, the Pavilion, John Jay Park. 77th, 78th Street. It takes up the whole fucking block there. And you have the Four Corners across the street. Big white building with a fountain in front of it. Michael Rappaport used to live there. Also, I remember him, he used to come and play basketball as a little kid and shit, you know. Mom would come down and shit. But yeah, true fucking story. Rodney Dangerfield. R.D., Rodney Dangerfield. Make him look real, like, red looking, you know? It's hard to get the timer. I'm gonna make it run to an angle. Well, it looks all sloppy, you know, like he's been out all night fucking doing coke and after hours and shit, you know? And dude, yeah, he knew how to fucking party. Wow, I can't say all that because I only, you know, seen the guy. He always had beautiful fucking women with him. God rest his fucking soul for that. This is actually like straight up red, see it? I'm using this red just to make them look real blood vessel-y, you know? Yeah, alright, peace.
Who are you? You Wesley?
Give me a shotgun. No releases.
Who are you? I'm Keller, safe house keeper. Authorization index Bravo 47 Oscar Whiskey 6. What's up? So. Left. So, I don't know what trains you, man. This sure is how in protocol.
Where's the guest room?
Well, that's the thing, we don't really have one.
In there. In there.
Cover. The pipe. Out.
Control.
What did you say, man? Sure will be.
Call it and let me hear.
Landlord.
I guess is there?
Account.
Apparatus Limited.
What's the guess?
No, package delivered.
For pickup schedule.
No more. Can we at least put the gun down now?
Microchip.
What?
That was my guy from MI6. Right by his hand on a microchip.
What was on it?
Only Wade knew, but I think it's safe to assume that's why you hooked up with Frost to sell it.
Let's go moving. Long day, huh? Yeah. Imagine Tour Frost. That man's a legend. Hope you picked up something. You ain't gonna find a better education. This is the most exciting I've seen. You're the first guest I've had in 10 months. You wouldn't know anything about that now, right? You got a city posting. Yeah, nightlife, beaches, the ladies running around everywhere. I'm jealous.
You got coffee?
Yeah. Just one cup.
Yeah. You want to get it?
Well, what do we know? Hoy nada que no.
See this guideline. I know where I got from.
Keep it. As focus.
He's a child. Thank you. Yeah.
Oi, you coward! Give me one of them. I'll catch my death in this cold. I'll find your own. Get on charge now. I'll protect spell. That is where you are from. In the absence of the master, the power cedes to his deputy, which in this instance is my good self. Now give me that blanket.
Master's deputy. Don't make me laugh. You're a sleazy moron. I'll be dead before I answer the likes of you.
You can torture me all you want, but you made an unbreakable pact. There's no way to escape. Now none of these new settings. We own your immortal soul, blacksmith. You hear me? No loose ends! What are you doing here?
Sit down. You can choose. There's no chamber. You're very lucky. Just a demon. No, you're saving him. And he's just a messenger, isn't that right, Sartayal?
Yes, and I've got a message for you from the depths of hell. Your wife, she sends you her warmest regards. Blah! What are you looking at, little girl? What's this? No, not the chickpeas.
Hey, how many chickpeas are there, huh?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You can't help it. Every demon has this weakness. They have to count them.
Don't do that!